What's up, Fabs and Besties? Looking for some gift ideas for the doll enthusiast in your life? Well, here are a few ideas. In the doll community, many people love exchanging miniature cards. Here are a few from my dolly friends from last year, mixed in with a few we've made ourselves. To make a personalized card, all you have to do is take a photo. First, let's pick out something to wear. This is my holiday binder, filled with lots of stuff, and yeah, I think we're gonna go with Christmas sweaters. Get the family dressed, pick out the perfect hidden doll room, set it up, add the dolly fam, make sure everyone is looking at the camera, and take a photo. Try out a few different poses until you get the look that you want. Throw it into an editing app. I use Face App to give my husband a goatee. Just gotta trim it up a little. And a smile. I throw it in Warble to add a little snow, add some text, and you're good to go. I made mine on a 4x6 canvas, then I printed it on photo paper. And voila! We have a holiday card, and I didn't spend any extra money. And of course, the dolls will need one too. So I printed 16 to a page, then I just cut them out. So we have one for our friends and one for the dolls. If you have a printer at home, this project cost pretty much no money. Here is another quick no-sew idea, and it's a great gift that you can add in your card. I bought a pack of dish towels from Target. It was $5 for 2. All we need is the dish towel, a pair of scissors, and an iron. Irons are hot. You have been warned. Iron the dish towel. My iron is not on. We're just doing this for demonstration purposes. Cut 1 3/4 by 4-inch rectangles. Cut 2. Fold over the sides until they meet each other in the center. Use the iron to steam it flat. Fold it in half and steam it again. Pull the threads on the end just to unravel it a little. And we're gonna make a little bit of a fringe here. Totally optional, I just think it's a nice touch. And now I can give my dolly friends 2 dish towels. Yeah, these will mail a lot better than those cutting boards I tried to mail last year. They're fast and easy to make, and with 1 dish towel, we can make a ton. So we paid $5 for the dish towels. We only used 1, so that was what, $2.50? $2.50 for multiple gifts. Sounds like a deal to me. If you don't mind a little painting, how about a doormat? Felt can be pretty inexpensive. I can usually find it for less than $1 for a sheet. For this project, I'm using a brown and a black, so that's a $2 budget. And we can make quite a few doormats with this. We will also need paint. Now, I am going to assume that you have that, so we're not going to add it into the cost. However, if you don't have it, you can usually find that for less than $1 as well, so you're spending $3. The price will go up if you're using more colors. I cut a rectangle that's about 3.5 by 2.25 inches. I cut it out of the brown first, then I glue it onto the black. You can use whatever you like to glue them together, hot glue, tacky glue. I'm using tacky glue. This does take a little longer to dry, so we might as well make a few at a time. Cut them out, use paint to make a design. We can keep it pretty simple and just add a few trees, or we can paint words for a fun greeting. We can add other colors to look like snowflakes or lights. I would say you can make probably at least 8 or so with 2 pieces of felt, making this a pocket-friendly gift for the holidays. If you have access to a printer, then mini books are also a great gift. On our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, we have a nice amount of printables available to download for free. Some of our books have words, some of them are just journals, We also made a miniature version of our paper dolls. To make our hardback book, you will also need like an index card, recycled paperboard, or poster board. Cut out the cover and the templates. Glue the template onto an index card, cardstock, recycled paperboard. It's up to you. And I'm just using a glue stick to glue down the templates, cut them out. When cutting out the cover, I cut the corners of the tabs at an angle. So they're kind of like trapezoids, and that's just so that you don't see them when folded. So we're gonna go ahead and fold on the lines, glue the templates between the creases, making sure there's a little space between the sides and the spine, then fold over the tabs and glue them down. To make the hardback cover, cut out the strips of pages, fold them accordion style, gluing between the pages. Glue the two strips together. The paper is just a little long, so I'm going to trim the end. Glue the two red pages into the cover. To make a mini book. The paper dolls are a little easier. We just cut out all of the pages. I glue some of the pages together so they're double-sided. Then I tape them together, one page at a time. Cover the spine with tape to make a miniature paper doll book for the dolls. We left a couple of pages loose to make it look like they're playing with the dolls. I might be able to cut one out. I added the little stand in the back and yeah, we did it. I even cut out the little windows. This was all printed on one piece of cardstock, and it could be a pretty fun gift for your doll friends. If you don't mind a little sewing, then you can't go wrong with some decorative pillows for $4.99. You just want to find like a rich, fancy fabric. I got this out of the remnant bin at the fabric store for $4.99. I use a sticky note for a pattern. This is about a 3 by 3 inch square. Cut two and lay them good side to good side. Sew them together using a needle and thread, or use a sewing machine to go all the way around, leaving an opening where we can turn it inside out. Add fluff, then sew the opening closed to make little decorative pillows. And if I was giving this as a gift, I would totally make two. And I would put them in a little shopping bag because you know presentation is everything. This is a free printable on our blog, so you know you're still keeping the cost down. Just cut them out. Each bag is made with 3 pieces. Fold on all of the lines. Make cuts on the center 2 lines. Take the strips, and we're gonna very carefully just twist them, leaving the ends open. Glue down the top tab on the bag using a glue stick, then fold it over, then glue on the handles. Take the sides, fold them up, and glue them in place to make a mini shopping bag. If you want to make it festive, just glue on a little pine, make a little bow out of string or ribbon to instantly make the bags more festive. Add a little tissue paper and our present to make a great little gift for our friends that doesn't break the bank. And we can use the decorated shopping bags for other small items as well. If you have some bottle caps lying around, here is another idea. I picked up some jute twine from Walmart a while back. It was less than $1, and a pack of wooden dowels from the Dollar Tree. We're gonna need 4 of those, possibly 5. And a little bit of felt if you wish to clean up the bottom. Make a knot on the end of the twine, trim off the excess, glue it to the center of the cap. I used a dot of hot glue, then begin to just wrap it all the way around, gluing along the way. I took my time and covered as much of the cap as possible because we don't want to see it. Place it onto felt and cut out a circle. I cut wooden dowels at 4.5 inches. I cut them from the ends so they have one side that's pretty straight. glue the wooden dowels underneath. I have some leftover pieces. They measure a little under 3 inches. From them, I cut 2 1/4 inch pieces, glue them 2 inches from the bottom, glue the felt underneath, hiding the cap to make a set of bar stools. If you want to make something a little faster, take a larger bottle cap, cover it with felt, cover it with a fabric with a little stretch, gluing it underneath, add little legs and felt underneath to make a little footstool. And this is a great way to use up those bottle caps you've been saving all year. If your doll friends are into fashion, how about a designer-inspired dress? I have a red dance fabric here, and we're gonna make a look inspired by Zendaya's look at the CFDA Fashion Awards. All we need to do is make 2 tubes and a scrunchie. Take a small rectangle of material, fold it over, make sure it can fit around the doll's chest. Mine measures 5 by 3 inches. Now we do have it a little larger than we need, just in case the fabric moves while sewing. With the good side on the inside, fold it in half and sew a line across the bottom. I did a zigzag stitch about 1 inch from the fold. Trim off the excess, turn it inside out, place it on the doll with the seam facing up, measured around the back, sew a line going straight across. Trim off the excess, turn it inside out to make a tube top for the doll. Repeat to make a skirt. This time I could just use a straight stitch instead of a zigzag because I can place the seam at the bottom and I don't have to worry about stretching it over her hips. Sew a tube with a straight stitch. After you're sure that it fits the doll, trim off the excess, flip it inside out to make a skirt. Cut a long strip of fabric. This one's about 24 by 4.5 inches. Fold it in half so the good side's on the inside. Sew a straight line going across the edge, flip it inside out, run elastic cord down the center, tie it so it fits around the doll's waist, fold over one of the ends, place the other one inside, and then sew down. You can blind stitch it for a neater look. I'm just kind of short on time. To make a scrunchie, place it around the doll's waist for an instant designer look. Now this is a red stretchy fabric, which makes me a little nervous about staining, so just don't wear it all the time. I only bought $5 worth of fabric here. This is a dance fabric, and there's enough left over for a couple more dresses, giving us 7 gift ideas for our doll friends for under $5. We made personalized cards, a set of dish towels, doormats, books, bar stools, pillows in a designer shopping bag, and a designer-inspired dress. Thank you for joining us for another 7 quick crafts that we hope will make your holidays a little more crafty. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff and The Frog Vlog, and we will see you next time.